At this point, you have submitted a design request, reviewed your design, and any changes you wanted made. You are now ready to submit your design approval to the lab so we can begin producing your album. From here, you'll want to go to eventproofs.com, go to the bottom right-hand corner, and select Photographer's Login. You'll enter your account number, your account password to log in. Here you can see all of your events and previous uploads. You'll want to find the event you're ready to approve and go to the Presentation button, which will log you into your event. Here you can see at the bottom right-hand corner the buttons that are available for the next step. You can either review your comments and submit a revision request, or what we're going to do is click OK Album for Production. Here we're just going to see a warning that we need to make sure we know we are approving this album for printing and that we're sure that we double checked all spelling and dates. Once we hit that approve button, it's going to take us into a few questions regarding our album. The first question is the size that we would like. 10 by 10 is fine. Here we have the different styles of albums we can select to produce. In the beginning, we did select a different type of album, but here we may change that if we would like. For this, I will go ahead and select a Ravelli Premiere. Here are all of the options we have for both the Ravelli Premieres. These options will vary depending on the type of style you choose. You can see the different types of leather shown here, the front leather that will be used, and then the back leather here on the left. For this album, I'm going to go up and select one of the more popular styles, this Vintage Flora. Here we have the option to select the different types of corners for the pages that we would like to see on our book. I'm going to go ahead and select rounded corners. Here we can select the paper type and the paper weight. We offer thin and thick pages. The type of coating, and if we would like any texture on those pages. I'm going to go ahead and select no texture. We also offer the edged gilding for an additional charge here at the top. Please note $13.50. We can go through and select the type of color we would like to see on those. If you would like to select a presentation pouch for an additional $6.50, you can select yes here. Otherwise, if you select no, it will not add that to your order. On the right-hand side, you can see the list being added of everything you have selected so far. If you would like to go back at any time, you may. All you have to do is scroll down to the bottom and click the back button. This will save all of your previous answers so you can remember exactly what you chose, but if you would like to change it, you just have to select another option. And you can see here that it was changed on the right-hand side. Here it's wondering if we want to order a leather box with our album. At the bottom you can see we offer a black paper board box that comes with every album and is at no charge. This question is asking if we would like additional copies. For this album, I'll just choose one copy, but if you pull down the drop-down menu, you can select any additional copies. If you are ordering a studio sample, here you can select yes to get 30% off of your album. If you are not choosing a studio sample, please select no. Here you can add additional books to your order. Note the design will stay the same, but the sizes may vary. In the beginning we chose a square design, so we must stay in the same ratio as we chose in the beginning, so we have all of the square options available. If we choose an additional book, I will select 5 by 5 and select next. It will take us back to the beginning and allow us to choose different styles for that size. We will go through and approve that 5x5 as a Ravelli Legacy, and we can see the few different options that are available for that album that we did not have before. We will select a photo cover, and on the front we are able to enter in the front cover image. This was a design by us, so in this field I'm going to put C Design, and that will just notify us that we're going to use the cover design that was designed for this album in the beginning design request process. I'm going to hit Next. Because we chose a photo cover, it's going to ask us what cover laminate we would like to use. For this, I'm going to go ahead and select matte. The paper type, just as we were asked before, however, we do have a few different options for this type of book. For this, I'm going to go ahead and select metallic photo paper. And I'm going to go back and also select thin, just like our previous album. Again, we were asked this question before for the coating of the pages. I am going to select UV coating again, and for the texture, no texture. For all of the gilding, I'm going to select none for this book, and I do not want a presentation pouch for this. You still have all of those leather box options if you would like to continue with one of those. I am going to select the black paper box with no charge. For this book, I would like 2 copies of these albums, so I'm going to go ahead and select 2 and hit Next. This will not be a studio sample. And at this point, I do not need to add any additional books. If you would like a backup CD of your album design, click Yes here. Note the $50 charge. For this album, I will select No. If you have a promo code, please enter it here. If you do not, just click Next. This is a special instructions box where you can enter any additional information that you would like us to pay attention to. If you don't have anything to write in here, just click Next. If you would like your album drop shipped, please enter all of the appropriate information and make sure everything is spelled correctly and is right. I do not need mine drop shipped, so I'm going to hit Next. Here you have the shipping methods. You can go through and select whichever ones work best for you. I'm going to go ahead and select the free shipping. Here we have a really amazing feature we offer with album design. It's called a pocket album, and you're able to show your album design on your phone by just entering your 10-digit phone number. If you would like to view this, it is $5 for subscription users. Otherwise, you can select No. Here we have the final check. We have a few things that you should read through before you initial. We would like you to know that we do not review your order prior to printing, so please make sure on the right-hand side you review all of your options, and at any time if you need to go back and change something, please do so. At this point, I'm going to enter in my initials. I've read through everything. It looks correct, so I'm going to hit Finish. And it went through and processed. At this point, if you would like to print out your order information, I recommend you do so you have all of that you can review at any time. You can select this button to return to your event page and begin another album if you would like to. All of your events are still on this album. And you can proceed with another album design or approval.